They came for your shelter and called it a housing market. They came for your food and called it a supply chain. They came for your health and called it care. We thought we mapped the entire prison, and then we forgot the one thing you can't survive 3 days without. We forgot the blood of the planet. Welcome to the Liquid Siege. This is not a story about drought. Drought is nature. This is a story about scarcity as a business model. While everyone argued in the noise, culture wars, outbreaks, the horizontal conflict, financial architecture shifted again beneath our feet. December 2020, the CME Group, the largest derivatives exchange in the world, launches a product that changes the human contract with the earth. For the first time in major US derivatives markets, water joins gold and oil as something institutions can trade. And most coverage framed it as a hedging tool, risk management for agriculture and utilities. But almost none treated it as the political decision it actually was, about whether price exposure to water should be financialized at all. Here's the forensic detail that matters. They used a regulatory backdoor called self-certification. No public hearings, no democratic debate about monetizing a basic human necessity, no vote. They filed paperwork, declared compliance, and water price exposure became an asset class. The index tracks the spot price of water rights. The futures contract lets institutions bet on that price without touching a single drop. And that's the key. The contract does not move water. It moves incentives. Even when a derivatives contract doesn't control supply directly, it shapes incentives, narratives, and capital flows around scarcity. In a normal world, drought is tragedy. In the world of NQH2O, drought is a yield event. But price speculation is only one layer, because they can't charge you for rain directly. So, they do the next best thing. They enclose the delivery system, the pipes, the billing, the monopoly. Now, steelman the argument for a second. Supporters of privatization say private capital can fix aging infrastructure that governments can't afford. And sometimes, yeah, systems need upgrades. But the real question isn't whether pipes get fixed. It's who captures the upside, who benefits, and why the fixes arrive only after the extraction architecture is installed. Here's the playbook. Step 1, starve the beast. Step 1, starve the beast. Let municipal systems decay until crisis becomes politically inevitable. Step 2, the white knight arrives. Private giants offering salvation. Step 3, the weapon activates. Pennsylvania's Act 12 and other fair market value policies elsewhere weaponize valuation. Before, rates were tied to the book value of old pipes. After, corporations buy public systems at inflated fair market value and route that purchase premium directly into your bill. Then comes the surcharge, the DSIC, a mechanism that hikes bills automatically as infrastructure gets replaced, often bypassing the normal democratic friction of rate cases. This is the usership reality. You are no longer a citizen with a guarantee of a utility. You are a customer, trapped in a monopoly. You pay the rate, or you die. Now, we move to the part most people still don't understand. The siege is not just about price. It's about purity. Whether by negligence, capture, or design, contamination becomes a lever, forcing emergency procurement and dependency. And this is where the loop closes. For decades, industrial giants seeded the world's water with PFAS, the so-called forever chemicals. Internal disclosures show awareness of toxicity risks decades ago. Production continued anyway, because it was profitable. Then, the next stage arrives: regulation. National standards hit the system, cities panic, and billions flow into advanced filtration. Granular activated carbon, ion exchange, reverse osmosis. And who sells the filters? Companies tied to the same corporate ecosystem. Now watch the forensic verdict. The top shareholders repeat. The same universal owners show up across the chain, holding dominant positions in polluters and remediators. So, the loop becomes a business model. Profit from poison, profit from panic, profit from the cure. They sell you the antidote to the poison that they fed you. That is the double dip. And if you're wondering why justice never seems to land, here's why. Corporate mitosis, the spin-off. Clean assets and future revenue stay protected in the parent. Factories and toxic liabilities get dumped into an undercapitalized sin eater. And if lawsuits get too heavy, the sin eater can die, while good capital sails away. That is why accountability feels impossible. You are suing a ghost. Now, compress the whole machine into one engine. Step 1, let systems decay until crisis is inevitable. Step 2, privatize the pipes and financialize the pricing. Step 3, contaminate or exploit contamination to force emergency procurement. Step 4, route public money into private remediation. Step 5, dump liabilities and preserve clean capital. Result, the public pays for the damage, then pays again for the fix, all inside a monopoly. And this is where the economic war becomes biological. Those PFAS, the microplastics, endocrine disruptors. This is not just dirty water. It's biological interference. Here is the disciplined truth. The medical literature is still contested on magnitude and causality, but the association signal is strong enough that major public health bodies treat it as a real risk. Evidence suggests endocrine disruptors are associated with hormone disruption, and research links contamination exposure to fertility risk signals. A plausible systemic result is a population more fragile, more dependent, and potentially less capable of resistance. We've spent this series mapping the physical prison. Home, food, health, energy. Now we trace the line from your tap to the hedge fund. The physical enclosure is complete. The liquid siege secured the biological layer. But the war is not over. It's just moving upstairs. Next, from chemicals in your tap to algorithms in your child's iPad. From the war on illusion to the war on the future. Get your rest. The real heavy lifting begins now.
I've made my move. Now, what will you do?